Malone being pushed to his limit here in the 9th inning. The first pitch to Nolan, swung on, flied to center. This one pretty deep. Going back is Rackley to the wall. It is gone. Dylan Nolan, a grand slam, and the Cowboys take the lead. It's 8-5. Can you believe it? Well, here is 3-1. And Prakash, a bouncing ball up the middle, base hit center field. Here comes Sisto to score. Baird around third. The Cowboys walk it off. James Prakash, his incredible ride continues. 9-8, the Cowboys knock off the Weirdos. 0-1 pitch. Andrews, a bouncing ball towards second. Canty backhands it, shovels it to second for one. Garcia the turn, and they got him. It's a double K, double play. What a turn by Canty and Garcia. 0-2 pitch. Canty lifts a fly ball out towards deep left field. Going back on this one, Morissetti. He's at the track, at the wall. It is gone! Alex Canty, his first professional home run. It took him 3 seasons. He's finally done it. 2-2, Prakash, high fly ball belted deep to right field. Jordan Anderson going back all the way to the wall. That ball is gone! Off the Big Bend Regional sign. James Prakash, the first Cowboys homer of the night. It's 10-3. An Oppo taco shot for Proc. Looking to shut the door and complete the sweep. The 1-2 from Spagnola. Swing and a miss. It's a Cowboys victory. 10-8. Their third consecutive comeback win of this series. The Alpine Cowboys sweep the Garden City Wind. The top of the 3rd inning from Joe Bauman Stadium in Roswell. Opening day tied at 1. Cowboys got a run back in the top of the 2nd inning. Roswell scored in the bottom of the 1st. Alpine has the top of the order due up. Andrew Capone will get us started. Drake Angeron, Jordan Williams to follow. They'll face the starter Edgar Martinez out for his 3rd inning of work. And the first pitch to Capone is down low and in for ball 1. Capone struck out swinging in his first at-bat of the season, and that's not something you see happen too often with Capone.
Yeah, Capone put the ball in play a lot, and he reached base a lot. And, you know, that strikeout, just something that we did not see a lot of.
And there's one liner right back up the middle for a base hit. Capone has hit number 1 in 2023. Edgar Martinez had to duck. That one was headed right for his noggin, and it ends up being a leadoff single for Capone.
There's the Andrew Capone we know and love.
That's right.
Sends it right back up the middle, a beautiful leadoff base hit. And now we'll see if Drake Angeron can move him.
Capone only struck out 17 times last year. He walked 38. He hit .399, yeah, almost 400.
And that brought that, you know, that was the reason for his, what was it, I think 30-game on-base streak at one point?
I can double-check that. Now here's the first pitch to Angeron, and a slider catches the outer corner. That is strike 1 to the left-handed hitting left fielder.
I know that it was very close to a 30-game hit streak, or on-base streak.
38 straight.
38.
38 straight from June 8th to July 29th. Every single game he was on base. That's the power of Capone.
And just think about it. Capone did not start at the beginning of the season.
No, he did not. And there's a pickoff play to first. Capone is back. Count still 0-1 to Angeron. A very interesting opening day. We opened up last year in Garden City, Kansas against the Wind. Lost that game 5-4 on a walk-off. But the Cowboys were down in the 9th inning in that game. And Capone came off the bench and hit a go-ahead double. And unfortunately, the Cowboys couldn't hold the lead in that one. But that just showed some flashes of what we see now, as there's a backhand play at short on a slow roller by Angeron. He will beat the play to first base. There's the first professional hit for Morgan City, Louisiana's Drake Angeron, and it puts runners on first and second.
Hey, I mean, that was a great effort from Walker there. Made a very clean grab over there deep in the hole at short. Just unfortunately couldn't get the throw over there in time. But, hey, very good for the Cowboys. Runners on first and second. Jordan Williams at the plate, the heart of our lineup coming up later. This is a great chance.
I love having 2 speedy contact guys at the top of the order to set the table for a guy like Jordan Williams, Josh Rigo after that. That is what the bread and butter is of this Cowboys lineup at this point in the season.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about during pregame when I said that Drake Angeron really complements Andrew Capone. They can both put the ball in play. They both reach base quite often, and they both have a lot of speed that can get around the bases in quite some time.
Williams bunted the first pitch, a slider foul, count 0-1. Cowboys with a chance to take the lead here in the top of the 3rd inning. The score tied at 1 on opening day. Cowboys have lost 5 consecutive opening days. Did you know that?
Have they really?
It is time to break that streak, in my opinion.
I agree. I have to say, it's long
Oh, that's a
overdue.
lie.
Oh.
They've lost 4 in a row.
Oh.
All right, I don't want to do
Still,
that.
long overdue.
Williams bunts again. This one foul at the plate. Tuttle pounced on it, but it was foul. So it goes to 0-2 on Jordan Williams.
That was a little too close for comfort, in my opinion. If that's on the plate when Tuttle touches it, it's a fair ball.
That's right. Now, the last time they won on opening day was against the Roswell Invaders. It was at home in 2017, a 9-8 victory.
Was that also the last time we played Roswell in the season opener?
That is correct.
Ooh.
Santa Fe, 2018 and 19. Tucson in 21. Garden City last year, like we said. Runners on first and second. Nobody out in the top of the third. The 0-2 to Williams is in the dirt, and a nice pick there by John Tuttle. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jordan Williams. Now, 3 of the last 4 opening days have been on the road. The last one at home was 2021. So I've never actually witnessed an opening day at home.
I haven't either.
Yeah, so because I showed up, my first season was 2021. I showed up at the second week of June in Tucson. So I didn't get that first week of the home games that season. Been a great marriage ever since.
What more can you ask for?
A ring. Capone leads off of second, and Andron on first. The 1-2 pitch is outside, backhanded there by Tuttle. 2-2 to Williams.
Hey, I have to say, you know how confident we were last year about that ring?
Yeah.
Feeling tenfold more confident about this season.
Cautiously optimistic.
Of course.
I don't like to jinx things. But there is reason to be confident. I do feel better about this team than I did last year. This is a deeper lineup. These are all the facts. 2-2 now to Williams. Martinez comes set, and here it is. A nice fastball, but Williams got a piece of it. A little bit late on it, fouled it back as lightning flashes beyond the center field wall. That storm hopefully not moving closer.
Another upgrade from to this year from last year is that, last year the problem in our opening series was the bullpen.
And it was the pitching staff in general. We only had 8 active arms in that first 4-game series in Garden City in which the Cowboys got swept. That does not happen, opening series like that to get swept. That was not a good look for the Cowboys to start. Ended up rebounding after that. They won 7 in a row as Martinez pivots, throws to second on a pickoff. Capone back in.
Yeah, once we got some extra arms and got a proper pitching staff, we finally got into a groove and we had a much better season. Having that lack of arms definitely took a toll on us that first series.
Yeah, and the saving grace was Buzz Shirley, who was not in the Cowboys organization in 2023. He's not playing anywhere this year, to my knowledge. As the 2-2 pitch to Williams, a swing and a miss, all tied up in knots on that front door slider from Martinez. He stops to tell Rigo what he saw as he heads back to the dugout. 1 away in the top of the third. This game tied at 1. So Buzz Shirley, who I think had the ERA title in 2022. Let me double check that.
I believe you're right.
He did. A 4.24 ERA and an all-star. 57 in the third innings. He led the Mountain Division in pitching wins with 9. Oh, it wasn't an ERA title. He just led the Cowboys starters in ERA. So Rigo steps in. He's 1 for 1. First pitch to him, a swing and a miss. The slider ducking low and outside. He went right over the top of it.
I'm a little worried about that lightning out there beyond center field. Hopefully it's out of the radius, but whenever you see lightning, usually a lightning delay can't be far behind.
Hopefully that's not the case. We will see what happens here. First and second, 1 away, top 3. With Rigo at the plate, the 0-1. And a fastball catches the outside corner. Rigo not particularly pleased with that call by Tom Irvin, but it's 0-2.
Barely grazing the black part of that outside corner.
Rigo had the first Cowboys hit of the season. It was just last inning. He let it off and ended up scoring the Cowboys' lone run of this ball game on a wild pitch. It was an 0-2 slider that he stayed on it, barreled it toward short on 1 hop, and Michael Walker dove, couldn't grab it. Capone and Andron take their leads. 0-2 from Martinez. And Rigo chops it foul at the plate. It may have gone off his foot there. So it stays at 0-2. Now, we interviewed our manager, Sean Persky, on the Cowboys podcast, Cowboy Up, on Apple and Spotify right now, if you want shameless self-promotion. We interviewed him, and he was talking a lot about Rigo on there. And he said he has a rare condition in which anything he hits goes to the wall, at least. At least that was the case in spring training. The guy was just mashing balls.
Hey, if you can do something similar here, I'm not going to be mad about it.
So the count 0-2. Here it is from Martinez. Another slider. This one a slow tapper to short. Walker charging in, throws on the run across his body. It is in time. At first base, Myers squeezes it. Both runners move up. Capone to third and Angeron to second.
Wow. Walker with a fantastic play over there at short, running up deep into the infield grass. Just about even with the pitcher's mound when he finally got that ball. Threw it over to Lance Myers. A little bit low, but Myers just grabbing it out of the air. And a nice second out there.
So 2 men in scoring position for James Procish, and this is the situation you'd like to see Proc in. RBI chances. A base hit here could give Alpine a 2-run lead. And drawn off of second, and Capone takes a few steps off the third base bag. First pitch to Proc. A wave and a miss at the slider. So you got to like that left side of the infield for Roswell. We've seen quite a few good defensive efforts there so far in this game.
Oh, we really have.
Had a play by Dylan Smith in the first inning, made a diving grab. Walker making that nice ground ball play there on Rigo.
Walker's had a couple of clean plays out there. Not all of them have been outs, but they've been very clean.
Righty versus righty as Martinez is set. The 0-1. And a fastball just up high. A lot of zip on that fastball. Capone and Andron started this inning with back-to-back hits. Capone back up the middle, and Andron on a ball deep in the hole to shortstop. Went down as an infield single. Williams with a strikeout. Rigo moved them over on the ground out to short. The 1-1 to Proc. There's a line drive into left center field. Chasing after it is Seth Schroeder. It will go to the wall. It one-hops it. Schroeder picks it up. Capone scores, and Angeron scores. Procish a feet-first slide into second. He's got a 2-run double, and the Cowboys take a 3-1 lead.
And that is what you like to see from Proc. As you mentioned at the beginning of his at-bat, that was the perfect situation. Sent one right over the center fielder, Schroeder, and the Cowboys now have a 2-run lead.
How about that for James Procish? That's exactly what you want to see, and now he's in scoring position for another high-contact guy, Manny Garcia. Garcia gets on, we'll see Cam Holland. The score now 3-1 here in the top of the third. 2 down as Garcia spoils off the first pitch. 0-1. Garcia sacrificed himself in the second inning, bunted the runners over.
I have to say, I love the construction of this starting lineup by Sean Persky and Capone and Angeron in the leadoff spots, the heart of the lineup, Procish, Manny, and Rigo. And then you got the back of the lineup with Cam Holland and Alex Canty. This is a strong lineup all around from 1 to 9.
1 pitch. This is just up high. A fastball from Martinez, 1-1. Procish on second with 2 down. And I agree with you, Lincoln. And just think what will happen when Mark Traylor shows up.
Oh, don't get me started. Oh, man.
We are expecting him June 10th in Austin, Texas, as we go on the road to face the Weirdos. That's his estimated time of arrival. As there's a wave and a miss by Garcia. Fastball low, couldn't get on top of it there. Ball and 2 strikes to the Alpine shortstop. The runner at second in Procish. He gets his lead. Martinez deals. Another check swing, and Garcia did hold up this time. A slider in the dirt smothered by Tuttle, even at 2-2.
Tuttle staying solid there behind the plate. We saw that a lot from him last season, just keeping up with it this season.
Garcia, one of the several Missouri Baptist alumni on this team this year, alongside Michael Castillo and Matt Hess. Also added Ashanti Ross, an outfielder this year. He's not active for this series, but we'll see him at some point. 2-2, a slider, got him swinging. Garcia goes down, and that'll do it for Martinez and the Invaders here in the third. Procish stranded on second, but not before he drives a 2-run double to the left center field gap, scoring Andrew Capone and Drake Angeron. The score, Alpine 3, Roswell 1, as we go to the bottom of the third. You're listening to Cowboys Opening Day Baseball on KVLF.